Hey there, how are you? How is everybody doing today? There we go. There's so not me, but oh my gosh, look at that. That's super cool. All right, we are going to get started. Super excited for this live. How many of you guys are loving the objection series that's going on so far? Comment below if you have gotten something very, I call it powerful, because even if it changes as a small little bit, it's super powerful. So if you've gotten anything from the objection series so far, please let me know in the comments below. We have a special guest coming on tonight. Hey everyone. Her name is Rebecca. She is from New York. And super excited to have her on, guys. I just met this woman, and she is a powerhouse. She is amazing. She is going to be sharing with you guys, because I don't know. Hey, Rebecca's on. All right, let's see where she is. I got to be able to pop her on here. I don't see you yet, Rebecca. You're not on. I see you're on, but you're not over here in my live viewers for some reason. Are you on your phone? Sometimes technical difficulties happen, right? But that's the beauty of this. All right, not seeing her yet. I see you're on. You said hey. But hey, what are you guys getting? What is like one of the objections we haven't covered yet, but you are wanting me to cover, or interview somebody to cover that objection? Comment below some objections that, are weighing heavy, and there she is, and you want us to cover, because it's going to happen. It's just a matter of what day I get to cover it, because I'm trying to cover one thing at a time so our videos aren't too long. All right. All right. It is inviting you, connecting. There you are. Hello. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you? Sorry about those technical difficulties.
It happens every single time, so no worries. I'm like, either you're on an iPad and I can't get you, or something's happening.
It's all good.
Awesome,
now, right?
awesome. All right, well, we're going to hop right into this, because I like to keep these kind of quick and like to the point. And and you're from New York, and so you're very much like me. We like to keep things to the point, no mush, stuff like that. So, all right, guys, objection series continued. This is my great friend, Rebecca. And yes, we are great friends, and we just met, like seriously, just met. And it's super cool when you can connect with people that get it, and you are just like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. Like, seriously, we need to mastermind more. And so I know. So guys, I wanted to bring her on because she is a New Yorker, which if any of you guys have tried to recruit or share your products with a New Yorker or anyone in that area, they are a tough cookie to crack. Like, seriously, tough. So I wanted her, since she is personally a skeptic at nature, that's just who she is. I mean, come on.
Yep.
But I want her to share with you guys this topic of objections of it's a scam, the products won't work, oh my gosh, another pyramid scheme, like all those negative skeptical thoughts that go through people's minds. So I'm going to turn it right over to Rebecca, and everybody give Rebecca a warm welcome to the page, and take it away, girl. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then run into that objections.
Sure. Well, first of all, Natasha, thank you for having me on. Natasha and I just met just a couple of weeks ago, and as she said, we totally hit it off. So I admire you so much and everything that you've done in your business, and learned so much from you. So I'm so happy to be here. So skepticism. All right, guys, I am a native New Yorker, and we run deep with skepticism. I remember when I was first introduced to this industry, I was like, no, don't even talk to me. Not interested in those things, not interested in pyramid schemes, like not my thing. And eventually, obviously, I got here, right? Because I've been in the industry for 6 years. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what kind of helped me get there. And more importantly, like, what is the underlying question that people are asking when they're skeptical? Or what are they asking when they say, hey, is this a pyramid scheme, right? So for me, it comes down to two different things. So does anyone have any guesses what those two things are? You can drop it in the comments below. What do you think those two things are? Anyone? I can't see the comments, Natasha, so you might have to read them too.
I'm not seeing any yet. You know, we got about 20-second delay here, so I'll read them off I'll do like this. I got one.
Awesome. All right, so here it is. It's number one, it's fear of the unknown, okay? So people don't always know exactly what it is that you're offering them. Maybe they have like an aunt or an uncle who did one of those pyramid things like back in the day and they were burnt, right? Maybe they were burnt, or maybe they remember them like always doing these weird things in their homes, and maybe their mom and dad used to talk badly about them. I don't know, something like that. So they have this fear of the unknown. They don't really know what it is. And then the second thing is lack of trust. Okay. And that was my big thing, is being a born and raised New Yorker. I was just taught to trust nobody and nothing. And if I didn't know what it was, I wasn't doing it because I know everything because I'm a New Yorker. So those are the two things that are normally people are questioning when they say, hey, is this a pyramid scheme? Or I don't know, I'm kind of skeptical of this. So the worst thing you can do when somebody does that is to come at them with, no, you're wrong. It's not a pyramid scheme. And I'm going to tell you why, right? That's like the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is to ask them questions. Okay. And that's honestly what my lovely sponsor did to me, is she literally just started asking me questions. So some questions you might want to ask is, well, what do you mean by that? Right? If somebody says, hey, is this a pyramid scheme? Like, what do you mean by that? What's a pyramid scheme to you? Just like truly not with like trying to, come at them, but with questioning what that means to them. Because then you're going to hear the story. You're going to hear why they think it's a pyramid scheme, what they even think a pyramid scheme is. And you're going to really get down to, what their fears are. And most of the time it is fear, right? It's just fear that they're going to get themselves involved in something that they don't want to be in. But once you can really get down to what it is that they're scared of and get down to what it is that makes them tick and what it is that they're looking for, they're not going to care anymore about the objection. The skepticism is going to completely go away. And then the second thing is trust, right? So this business is all about trust. Wouldn't you agree, Natasha?
Absolutely. 100%. They got to trust you before they even want to begin to trust what you have.
Right. It's about relationships and trust. So if you just start asking somebody questions and you really try and learn about them and where it is that they're coming from, you're going to gain their trust. And when you gain somebody's trust, they're going to be more likely to want to work with you. They're going to be more likely to want to learn more about what it is that you do. And they're probably going to trust what it is that you're doing because you seem like a super cool, trustworthy person. So next time somebody comes at you with that objection of skepticism, is this a pyramid scheme? Or I see somebody wrote, only the people on top make money, right? That's essentially what people think of as a pyramid scheme. Don't get upset. Don't feel like there's no hope there. Don't give up on them. Instead, try and understand them. Ask them questions. Try and gain their trust and get down to what it is that's really getting in their way. Because that's all I needed, was somebody to hear me. Somebody to hear me, ask me questions, and to build trust with me. And I'm so grateful that they did, because as we all know, this is a fantastic industry to be a part of. And if that person hadn't taken that time to really get to know me and to figure out what it was that was holding me back and what that fear was, then I wouldn't be here. So that is what I would say. That's how to handle that objection of skepticism, is be a human, gain their trust, ask questions, and really, really learn what it is that's underlying there and what's going on with it.
Absolutely. So comment below if you guys come across skeptical people every single day. And it was that helpful, like how she just said, just be a human. So Rebecca, I have one question. So as you are being a human and, a sales marketer, whatever, second, when you're being that human, is this like a couple conversations, or maybe it's a longer conversation? Like, how do you determine when to bring in that call to action, in a sense? Like, okay, like, how do you know that? Like,
well, I think a lot of it is, again, just, asking questions and figuring out where exactly somebody is. It might take 10 conversations to get to that, down to it with somebody, for them to really, gain their trust and to work through that uncertainty with them. It might take one conversation. I think it depends who the person is, where they're at, and probably also a little bit of what your current relationship is with them. If there's somebody that you've known your entire life, you might be able to break through that in seconds. If it's somebody that you're just meeting and they have a lot of built up fear and skepticism and uncertainty around what you're doing, it might take, 5 conversations. It might take 3. So again, it goes back to being a human, right?
Yeah.
And hearing people.
Yeah.
And not trying to on them before they're ready, but really allowing them to develop from where they are.
Yes, yes, yes. No, that is absolutely perfect. So one bonus for this video, all these people watching, it is Cyber Monday in an industry that on Facebook seems to be spamming like crazy, okay? So we are spammers in a lot of people's eyes. So you being a top leader in your company, what was something that you really focused on today I know you did a Cyber Monday. I mean, who didn't? But how did you deliver in a non-spammy way so people trust you?
So for me, again, it's about really presenting somebody with a solution, right? And versus spamming them every detail about your company and your product and how awesome it is. Because I don't care what you're with, you probably have an awesome product and you're probably coming from a really, really good place. But I try to come from a place of, hey, I have the solution. It's really worked for me. And rather than giving you every single detail about it and giving you, my company name right here for you to go Google, I'm just going to, drop by right here and let you know I'm here for you if you're ready for some help in this area. And, feel free to reach out to me.
Yes, I love it because people can relate to a problem. They will be like, oh my goodness, I have the same issue. Oh my goodness, seriously? You had that too? Like, one thing I always tell people is, I ask them, do you ever walk into a room and you can't remember why the heck you walked into that room? Everybody can relate to that. Seriously. That was a big one. And that is something you don't see across social media ever. So super excited. I want to thank you so much for coming on. If anyone has questions for Rebecca or myself about this objection, please comment below. We'll come back. Tag Rebecca if you want her to answer it, or I can tag her if it's something that she should answer. But we're here to help you guys break through these objections, especially this. And I am super excited that you heard from the biggest skeptic state in the freaking United States. She is born and raised there, and she told you how simple it is to break through it. So go out and break through those people that don't live in New York, but have the same skeptical, mindset, I should say, and crush it. Seriously. So Rebecca, do you have any final thoughts and goodbyes to the people viewing?
My final thought is probably just, again, be there for people, right? Don't be intimidated by somebody who's skeptical or seems like they have a hard exterior. Because sometimes the people that are looking for what you have the most. So dig in, ask questions, get to know somebody. Don't just write somebody off right off the bat, because they could end up being one of your best, strongest leaders and a really fantastic friend.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching us live. If you're watching the replay, drop that in the comments so we know who's watching after the fact. But we appreciate you, and I appreciate you, Rebecca. Thank you so, so, so much. And we will talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Cyber Monday is crazy.